Hello all, welcome back to another video and welcome to Sammy G's World of Cinema. Today on the channel I am going to be continuing on my review series for the Planet of the Apes film series, and here we are at the fifth and final instalment of the original 5-film run Battle for the Planet of the Apes, directed by J. Lee Thompson, returning in the director's chair, starring Roddy McDowall, Natalie Trundy, Claude Adkins, Austin Stoker, Paul Williams, John Huston. Battle for the Planet of the Apes takes place years after the daunting ending of Conquest. Caesar makes a pact with the remaining humans to live at peace between the apes and the remaining humans. So in order to do so, Caesar, played by Roddy McDowall, builds a new village. The remaining humans performing duties such as teaching and medical work. However, whilst Caesar is trying to live a new peaceful life with his wife, Lisa, and his child, Cornelius Jr., things start to go against his way when Aldo, Bolshoi guerrilla leader, wants to take the throne. He wants to take power against the remaining humankind. This teacher goes against his orders. He goes a bit berserk. Caesar is fearful where Aldo and his tribe of guerrillas are going. Caesar wants to learn about his parents, Zera and Cornelius. Lost archives, interviews of Zera and Cornelius somewhere in the ruins. Caesar, MacDonald and this orangutan Virgil decide to take a journey to track down these archives. Meanwhile, there are still a majority of these humans that are taking control of this radiation zone. This leader, Governor Culp, take further action, take plans in order to destroy Ape City, to battle with Caesar and his tribe of apes. But on top of this, General Aldo has other plans to imprison these humans against Caesar's orders. I don't think it's a particularly great entry into the Planet of the Apes film series, in my opinion. The ideas could have been handled better. However, I can let J. Lee Thompson off because this director brought us my favourite sequel of the original 5-film run, which was Conquest. Given this is the 5th instalment into the Planet of the Apes film series, I think this is just a fine entry. The concept, I think, is better than the execution, in my opinion, but I think there is still some fun to be had. I do love the whole world building of Ape City and Caesar taking power. General Aldo as the main villain here. He had a very Bolshoi, attitudey character, but definitely reminded me a bit of the general gorilla in Beneath the Planet of the Apes. Some pretty slow-paced moments. A tank, and there was this bus as well going through the battlefields. And I thought there was some rocky editing at times, especially when you see one scene of General Aldo and then it just cuts away straight to Cornelius Jr. He just falls and then he just yells. Cornelius Jr. would like spot a squirrel, run after this squirrel, and then he decides to spy on General Aldo and the gorillas. One of the gorillas has spotted him. He didn't really do much, did Cornelius Jr. He didn't decide to like swing back to this other tree, and he just decided to stay put on this branch, which I did like the look of the gorillas in this, and there was some pretty cool costume designs. I did like the main side character, Virgil, this orangutan. He was really cool, kind of reminded me a little bit of Dr. Zaius in the first two entries. Yeah, he had this real great knowledge and wisdom behind him, and he was kind of in charge of all this weaponry as well. Lisa, as a side character in this, Caesar's wife, I don't think she was given loads to do here, but I actually thought she was okay in this. I really liked McDonald. He was on Caesar's side in this, opposed to McDonald's father, who was one of the enemies in Conquest. Leonard Rosenman returning as the composer here from Beneath the Planet of the Apes. I thought the score to this was brilliant. Some of the production and the set designs looked great, especially with Ape City really coming to life here, given the film's rather low budget as well. And Governor Cobb, I didn't really find that interesting side villain in this, as he was probably a better character in Conquest, but there were a couple of good solid action sequences towards the end. I really loved the way the film opened up as well, with General Aldo on his horse and riding through this battlefield. We go back to present day when it's 600 years after where this film took place. It ends the film on a bit of a somber note, but I think it ended kind of beautifully, and it kind of ends this original 5 film run on a pretty solid note. I also really liked one sequence where they're walking across the desert and they're on this journey. Definitely gave me a little bit of a vibe of the original there. And the one scene when Caesar has got this water hose and he's going at Governor Culp. Really likes the whole ape law to this as well, the whole meetings as well, just like they did in the first 2 films. And when something drastic and shocking revealed to Caesar's attention, you really see furious side of Caesar towards the end of the film. Decent little final showdown between protagonist and antagonist. So I'm going to give Battle for the Planet of the Apes a 6 out of 10. It just goes to show what consistent film series this is, and one of my favourite film series as well. And the next instalments for me to review in the Planet of the Apes film series is the Tim Burton 2001 remake, and that's going to be interesting indeed. My first time viewing of that infamous remake. So guys, do let me know your thoughts on Battle for the Planet of the Apes. What's your thoughts on it? What's your favourite Planet of the Apes film? What's your thoughts of the Planet of the Apes film series as a whole? I would love to know all of that stuff in the comments. So thanks for watching, cheers for stopping by, and until next time, I'll see you for the next video. Bye bye.